Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody. Yes, indeed. You are listening to the Dr. Pat Show. And thank you, Benny. Thank you. Thank you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I asked Benny to turn up the heat. I'm freezing in here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. I don't know. He has like a T-shirt on, and I think he must think he's in Hawaii today.
Well, I know where one of our guests is. And
I know.
that's where he's calling in from.
That he's calling in. Aloha. So today's show, we're going to talk about, this is great, Opening the Veil, Masters of the Light amongst us, Mychael Shane and the Ascension Foundation. Now, he's not here with us today, Benny.
Why are you calling me out?
Well, because, we've had a couple of special moments with Mychael.
We have.
And this is going to be a special moment with him as well. It's so great to have him here. He is calling us from Hawaii, where he is being featured at some very, very special events, and hopefully he'll tell us about that. But also, we've got a number of different events coming up that he will also talk about. We're going to talk about who the Ascended Masters are, what is the, what's going on at the Ascension Foundation, and how is it that each of us can look at the work that Mychael does, connect with him, and get some insight through these Ascended Masters about life, the vibration that we're living, and so much more. Mychael is a transphysical phenomena medium. Now, he's going to tell us what that means. But Benny and I got to experience that firsthand. He has spent his life connecting with the Ascended Masters to share their knowledge, principles, healing, and light to all. Now, I believe we are going to do some readings today for those of you out there. So just in case you're wondering, we are. And you do know what the call-in number is, 1-800-930-2819. Mychael, welcome to the show. Aloha.
Aloha to you. It's I'm not as warm as you would think right now. I'm up on the top of Haleakala Mountain, staying at a place, and it's really cold this morning.
Oh, wow. And it's early.
It is.
It's early for you.
Yeah, but cold for Hawaii is like, what, 60?
Yeah. What are we talking about cold
still,
there?
that's pretty, hot and humid here.
Yeah.
Or not.
So how is the Hawaii events going for you before we get into today's topic? Just give us a brief check in on what your experience has been so far. For those of you out there, Mychael has been invited to Hawaii to do a number of workshops and private sessions with people around the Ascended Masters and the messages. So what has the experience been like for you, Mychael? I know you're probably busy as all get out.
Well, it has been great. One of the first events that we did, they did a testing on me. They stripped me down and searched me and handcuffed me to the chair I was sitting in, and I still apported over 100 gemstones. They were amethyst gemstones, pretty large ones, and it was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. Tell folks what that means, because for many people, they don't know. And tell them why they had to handcuff you. Let's give people a little background here, because I've seen this work. Benny has seen it work. But there are some people that actually don't believe that you do what you do. So let's start there.
Which is why they did this with me, because my last visit out here, there was a few people that were saying, come on, that's not possible. And so this gentleman, his name is Kedar. He's the minister at the Temple of Peace in Maui. He called me up one day. He says, "Would you allow me to put you under some testing conditions to help prove the validity of what I do. And I told him that it was no problem. So he searched me, making sure I had nothing hidden anywhere on my body.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had no access to the area that I was going to be standing in when this all took place. And then when they put me in the chair, they confined me to the chair and restrained me there. They tied me up. They
Wow.
used shackles, handcuffs, and then they taped my mouth shut. And then someone would take a pen and write their initials on the tape, and then mark the tape with a Sharpie from the tape to my face, so the lines will measure out.
Right, so people could tell whether you yanked that tape off and put it back.
Right.
Because
I
did that.
With no
I
mirror.
did that. I did that in the event here in Seattle. I did that.
Yes,
for
you did.
Yeah.
So if I'm chained up to this chair, I'm not able to reach anywhere, and I'm not able to get up and go anywhere. Okay? To where, like, let's say I had stuff hidden.
Right, exactly.
Okay?
Right, and then you've already been searched.
Correct.
And then let's take it one step further. You're at a place where you probably have never been before, didn't have access to, so you couldn't hide anything.
Right.
Right. Okay. So
Right.
that's what was happening. So now tell people what when you say apport. Tell folks exactly what that is.
Well, an apport is an object of any kind. It could be a watch, a gemstone, a coin, a piece of jewelry, or what have you. That the apportation is the name of the process. It's where they take an object that exists in an alternate plane of existence and pass it through with its truest form, which is energy in motion, through a vortex of energy through space and time, which is basically no space and time. They take the location and the origin, and they fold space and time and put the two spaces in the same space. And then these objects will come through that vortex in a fluidy appearance. As they start to solidify and become solid, they then come out and fall onto the floor or into a towel, depending on whatever the case may be.
Okay, so that's what they did. And so how'd that work out for them, all that locking you up and chaining you up thing?
Well, we actually had a very wonderful outcome. People were really happy about it. KDAR's received calls and communication about it, and it appeared to help. But the most exciting thing that occurred was we were actually invited to do an event out in McKenna at an estate called the Sugarman Estate, and it's absolutely beautiful. Right there, right on the water, the whales were jumping off in the background, and then we did a Babaji meditation on the black flame right there, right on the water. And then in the evening, I did some apporting. And again, it was some large gemstones, around 100 of them. Oh, actually, there was more than that. And we had even some special guests that were there. So it was a really beautiful evening. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing.
This has been a journey for you, Mychael, and I know today we're going to talk about who the Ascended Masters are. I know you're going to do some readings for folks and bring in messages from the Masters. For those of you out there that do want to get in the queue to have a reading from Mychael, you want to call the 800 number now, 1-800-930-2819, and Brian will put you in the queue. I know that last time Mychael was on, they filled up rather quickly, 1-800-930-2819. And for those of you out there that may not want a reading but have seen Mychael and have seen this demonstrated and you want to share your comments about it or perhaps even received a gift from the Masters, you're welcome to call in as well. Let's talk about who the Ascended Masters are in general, and then we'll go through the list when we come back from break.
Well, we'll have to do it in general because there's just way too much information on that question. Ultimately, there were 144,000 ascended beings that existed in the universe. One of those beings was an entity by the name of Sanat Kumara, who came to the earth plane and saw a special light of existence here that was very, very unusual but divine. So he gave up his ascension and came to this planet, giving us our first mandala, which is the mathematical figure for infinity. And through the years, there was a lot of study and principle, and this comes out of Nepal, India, areas like that. There's another place that I have a hard time pronouncing the name, the Darjeeling or something, a town like that. And then they created a retreat, and we call it Shambhala. It's in the Himalayan mountains, and it appears and disappears. And once a year, from what I heard, I've never seen this, some of the people will do a trek to it in hopes that they would be worthy enough to be invited inside to work with the masters. Now, Gautama Buddha was one of the people that were invited in, a master teacher by the name of Babaji, Master Emo. And if you read, there's some books about him, was given an opportunity to go there. And then the one that everybody knows about, Master Jesus. These beings watch over us in a way, helping us, guiding us, but they will not interfere with free will. They will not tell you what to do. They may give you advice or suggestions, but they will not tell you what to do. So if you're ever hearing any spirits telling you what to do, it's not the Ascended Masters.
So, Mychael, one of the things we're going to do, we're going to take a short break right now. We're taking phone calls from those of you out there that want to connect with Mychael, and what we'll do is we'll make sure that we do that. What's happening is we are taking your calls. Brian is getting that information, and when Mychael comes on, make sure that you have your questions ready. Get as specific as you can. Our toll-free number is 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, we'll be picking up some phone calls. We'll be talking about the new Ascension Foundation, and we'll be talking about, how the masters work through Mychael. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back. TalkRadio.com. TransformationTalkRadio.com. Transforming the world one listener at a time. The Ascension Foundation, serving to build an interdimensional community, presents Healing, a spiritual event, Saturday, December 3rd, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in Seattle. The event features free mediumship and energy healing demos, lectures in crystal light therapy, alchemy, meditation, psychometry, and psychic art drawing with the masters. At 6 p.m., the doors open for a rare opportunity to experience hands-on healing by the Ascended Masters. To register for this evening's seance, go to theascensionfoundation.com. That's theascensionfoundation.com.
Do you want a love life that's full of happiness, partnership, and fun?
A relationship that works for you instead of you having to work so hard on it?
We all want our love lives to be happy. But how exactly do you do that?
To find out, tune in each Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time on TransformationTalkRadio.com to the Noah and Christine Show, keeping the happy and happily ever after.
We promise you a humorous and honest show for both men and women, featuring the simple, practical, and yes, fun tools that any couple can use to keep the love and happiness growing and flowing.
We'll see you on the show.
Are you upside down on your home loan and facing foreclosure? Washington's Foreclosure Fairness Act takes effect on July 13th. and requires your mortgage holder to grant you a face-to-face meeting to negotiate modifications to your loan that may let you keep your house. More than 5,600 homes were seized in the first 3 months of this year in the state of Washington. Don't let this happen to you. Visit foreclosurefairness.net. That's foreclosurefairness.net, or call 206-818-9732, your home safety net.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Are you at a crossroads? Feeling stuck? I'm Karen Hager, the Fog City Psychic. My gift is helping people who are in transition receive spirit-led guidance about their next steps. I offer private sessions via phone or Skype, intuitive development classes, and much more. Please visit my website, fogcitypsychic.com, to find out how I can help you move out of the fog.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show. For more information about us, go to drpatlive.com, or you can go to transformationtalkradio.com. Opening the Veil, Masters of the Light amongst us with Mychael Shane and the Ascension Foundation. There is a grand opening of the new Ascension Foundation Healing and Education Center, where you'll be able to participate in Ascended Masters teachings, through Transphysical Phenomena, Mediumship, Mychael Shane, and much more. There are classes that are being planned for this, and we want to make sure you have that information before we take the phone calls. March 3rd is the grand opening, the Ascension Foundation Center, and that is going to be in Tacoma, and we're running a promotion on that, so that's March 3rd. Make sure you write that down. Doors open at 11 to 6 speakers every 30 minutes, door prizes, raffles, and gifts from Saint Germain and Master Buddha. And so what we've got going on is that. Now at 7, a free seance to the first 40 people to register at the door. So this is going to be something that you want to get to and check out. And then there are other events. The March 9th, the Crystal Skulls encounter with the Crystal Skulls, and maybe Mychael will tell us a bit about that. And March 10th, the Powers Revealed. So, what you're going to need to do is just simply go to the Ascension Foundation website, and that's how you'll be able to find the calendar and everything else. You can go to the ascensionfoundation.com, or you can go to mychaelshane.com, and it's Mychael with a Y. MYCHAEL, Shane.com, or you can give them a call. I would do this. I would call to make sure you're reserving your place. 800-508-6437. That's 800-508-6437. Mychael, why don't we take a call, and then we'll be able to talk more about the Ascended Masters, or, perhaps you'll be able to explain a bit about it while we take the calls.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's start things off. Let's bring on Sue from Seattle. Sue, welcome to the Dr. Pat Show.
Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Pat. Good morning, Mychael.
Good morning, Sue. How can we help you today?
Yes. Mychael, I've been dealing with chronic pain in my arms since the mid-'80s, and I'm just always trying to figure out a way to eradicate or, better make that pain go away. Just wanted to know if you had any insights on that.
Well, I do a series of healing modalities with the help of the masters and my guides. Well, one is called Crystallite Energy Healing, where I use crystals and oils and Tibetan bowls and such to help loosen up the energies that's causing the issue, like pain, for instance. The other is a regression process where I put you in a light trance and take you into a situation that literally caused the disease in your arms from an emotional upheaval from your past.
Yeah.
And so we go in and we find that.
Is that like a past life regression?
It is, but I don't really call it that because we don't just look at past lives, we look at present life too.
Okay.
And, because there could be things that started in this lifetime that caused certain problems. Okay?
Okay.
But with what I'm being told, it is actually a past life connection that's causing the problems with your arm.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So, yeah, go ahead, Sue.
Oh, I was just wondering if, and I've been told that too. I've been told that my arms were cut off in past lives, but I've just never been able to really, find a way to just keep the pain away and figure that out. But
well, the thing is, I can, or anybody can, come up with all kinds of different stories to tell you about what's happened. That really doesn't do any good, okay? Just knowing isn't really enough.
Yeah.
You have to actually get into the experience and, in a way, relive it and experience it over again to get into the deepest feelings and issues of that experience, and then you begin to remove it by using energies of light, such as, in your case with chronic pain, would be like an orange flame energy, a Christ-like consciousness energy, which is a red flame, and we guide you into doing all of that, and that has had some really good success. In fact, I wouldn't be doing this work today if I hadn't learned how to do that and went through it myself, because I had a lot of issues that I was dealing with at the time in my life.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
thank
I'm kind
you.
of like the spokesperson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Mychael is saying is very important, and Sue, for me as well. A lot of us get a lot of information, and so the information, it's great. But then the question is, okay, then what? What do you do with that information? Well, sometimes you have to get help to remove things that have been blocking us. I mean, honestly, I have in my cell phone more people that I could ping when I'm stuck in a moment where I just need a little help, because I know I'm not masterful at getting through things myself. And and I can tell you about pain. I get it.
Right.
I get
it.
it.
So it sounds like it's an emotional trauma that I've gone through, and I have to actually go back and relive that trauma in order to change and move that through my emotional body, which would be through the spiritual as well, moving it through physical, spiritual, and emotional.
Well, that is one way to do it. I know Michael's got a number of different modalities, but the thing that they will tell you about emotion, and Carolyn Mace coined this phrase. She said these are cellular issues, and one of the things we're now learning about emotions is they are stored, and they are stored in cells. And so the question then becomes, okay, what was the trigger? What triggered it? And how do you get to that place in a safe environment, right, that with people that know what they're doing? And so that's really the key, to find your comfort zone and, to find out what will get you to that place. Because people telling you what it is just not enough. That doesn't help anybody. It didn't help me. And I fully understood the mechanics of it, the mental cognition, the medical theory behind it. And it's like, it was almost like it was way too much information, because that really wasn't the source.
And you really have to get into the emotion and the memory.
Yep, the memory. Thank you. It's the memory.
Yes. I call it a cellular memory, kind of like what Carolyn Meese says.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, Sue, you good?
I am. Thank you so much.
All right, you bet. Before we go to our next call, Mychael, what I would love for you to do, let's talk about this a little bit. Let's talk about the process you just explained and how the masters are involved with that. And then when we come back from break, we'll get to Pat and Jackie.
Well, the first thing I do in the regression work is I have an assistant who helps me, and I will go in a light trance myself and astral project out of my body and enter into the body of the person that's there for the session, with their permission, of course. And I look for what we call etheric cords. Etheric cords are cords that look kind of like cords or little ropes or little strings or energies that I would travel through, and it ultimately will show me the lifetime or the experience of what is going on with this individual. And I will describe a little bit of it, but I don't want to describe too much because then it kind of takes away of the validity of it.
Oh, exactly.
And you get them into it, and then they'll start describing things, and then they'll take themselves to the actual incident that's occurring, and they'll describe it. And then at that particular point, my master teachers will come in and tell me, okay, use this energy for this and that energy for that. And then we guide the individual into using those energies, whether it be a violet flame or a blue flame. And we also use fluidy energies and shimmery energies. It just depends on what is being worked on.
Great. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I've got a special greeting for you from somebody that you know. And Pat, we will get your call. When we come back, we'll be talking with Mychael about the Ascended Masters. And we have opened up the phone line for those of you out there. 1-800-930-2819. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show.
Do you know how to achieve wellness in all areas of your life? Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. Signs of wellness are a capacity to love and ability to nurture, a sense of purpose, a good sense of humor and plenty of fun in your life, a concern for others and a respect for the environment, a conscious commitment to personal excellence, a sense of balance and integrated lifestyle, and capacity to cope with whatever life presents. Well people enjoy their lives and want them to last as long as possible. That's why the wellness mindset usually accompanies other constructive, healthy lifestyle habits. By adopting a wellness mindset and behaviors like eating well, taking the right nutrition for the body, exercising, and saying affirmations are just a few things to structure a healthy system of values and beliefs. Call us at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And visit us at MaryJaneMack.com.
The Ascension Foundation, serving to build an interdimensional community. The Ascended Masters invite you to join them in co-creating this mission. Allow the Masters to lead the way in activating the wisdom of your heart consciousness and raising your vibration. You can communicate with them directly by attending apportation events and classes in mediumship, crystal light energy healing, alchemy, master studies, past life regression, and more. For a schedule of classes, workshops, and special events, visit theascensionfoundation.com. That's theascensionfoundation.com.
Ladies, are you living an inspired life? Do you yearn for a more passionate, dream-filled life? Here's Linda Joy, founder of Aspire Magazine, and she has a gift for you.
Aspire has launched its Mission to Inspire initiative with a commitment to give away 100,000 one-year digital subscriptions to women around the globe. Every subscription comes with a multitude of free gifts from our Team Inspiration partners.
To claim it all, go to aspiremag.net today. No purchase necessary, and live an inspired life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pat, and I want to share something amazing with you. If you're sick of information and ready for an extreme transformation, then check out world-renowned energy healer Ann Taylor at fasterquickerbetter.com. She's been creating miracles in tens of thousands of people's lives for over 16 years, and I'm one of those people. You too can easily do the same by simply listening to her recordings. If you want to miraculously eliminate fears, worries, and negative beliefs, then you owe it to yourself to purchase her amazing package, which includes over 50 pieces of healing work. Thanks to Ann's 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Hurry over to fasterbetterquicker.com and finally experience the quantum leap in consciousness that you truly deserve. Shout out to Mychael Shane joining me here today. Kathleen has sent us. This is interesting, Mychael. You know who Kathleen is from Marysville. She says, again, I catch the show with Mychael. Please let them know I got the T-shirt and appreciate it very much. Learning today from the show as much as always. Mychael, thank you so much for joining us here today. Let's go to the phones. Let's take Pat, and then we can talk more about the Ascended Masters. Mr. Benny.
You already did it, so Pat from Salem.
Hi, Pat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm at a point in my life, I don't want to go through a whole bunch of stuff, but just I've gone through a lot of stuff, and I'm at a point in my life where I want to become a healer if possible. And I just don't know what the blocks are, or if you mean that's what I'm supposed to be doing. We're just at a big transition, and I'm wondering what you pick up, if I'm, on the right path, or am I a mix, the confusion of things that have happened. I feel like I'm on the outside, oftentimes trying to make a connection with the angelic, and my friends around me make it, and I sense things for them, but I'm not there yet. And so any encouragement or insight into that?
Well, first off, there is no wrong path to be on in the first place. So you are on the right path. Timing is a big issue, and we're also going into the transition from the male vibration into the female energy right now. In your case, you are with energies in your body, in your spirit, and in your soul that has the abilities to help others, whether it be on an emotional level or a physical level. You could call yourself a healer. You've been kind of doing that anyway throughout your life, even when you're not even recognizing it. My master teacher, Saint Germain, tells me you have all kinds of wonderful healing energies around you. What tends to happen, and I can say this from experience, when your heart comes to the point of deciding to do this for the betterment of humanity or the people that come to see you, there's always seeming to be some kind of energy there that tries to prevent you from moving forward. And that could be even in any kind of situation in your life. If it's something that makes you happy, there's either an internal emotional issue of insecurity that may begin to block you, or it could be something that's around you in the etherical world that creates a physical outcome that prevents you from moving forward and connecting to that kind of an energy.
So do I just, part of it is my confusion. I see so many great healing modalities, and, I hope that in a couple months when we have made this, transition, that I can start focusing on that. But, I'm kind of like, 1 minute I want this one, and, I'm just in that confusion state, and that's why I guess I wish I had more of a connection with... Well,
you do have a really good connection, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We tend to listen to our conscious mind when we're trying to communicate to the angelic realm or the masters or spirit, okay? What you want to do is you want to begin to listen with your heart.
Yes.
Okay? You listen with your heart, you get more clarity there. And I would say around the end of March, early part of April, a lot of things for you is going to be happening, giving you answers. You're going to know that you're moving in the right direction without even wondering if you are. It's just going to be a knowing. And you will be doing this work. I just would suggest that you get some training from those that do this kind of thing so you can understand the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts.
Uh-huh.
And,
I would love to see that.
Yeah, and the other part of this, Pat, is, when you do this and make those decisions, you have to make the decisions by leading with your heart. And that is a practice in itself. If you did nothing else but mastered that practice of how to tell the heart. Here's a trick about this. The heart will never tell you you're wrong. The heart will never tell you you're on a wrong path. That's the mind.
To do that, yeah. And I agree with that. I think lately I've had friends take the opposition because, just making the choices that we've made in a whole transition of her life.
Yeah.
Or, be saying, oh, you need to be more left brain. But, I appreciate it. I'm encouraged. I think financially is been the hardest thing where I want to take the training and not been able to do that. And so I'm still hoping that things can open up in that way.
It will.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you,
Great.
Pat.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mychael, let's talk a little bit about, first of all, Mychael Shane joining us here today. The grand opening of the Ascension Foundation coming up on March 3rd. Grand opening. It's going to be amazing. All day Saturday. Cost is free. Doors open at 11 a.m., and it's going to be down in Tacoma, 11 to 6. Then at 7 to 9, an amazing seance. And this is actually what we were talking about, the kind of experience that Mychael shared from Maui. And, the best way to find out about this is go to theascensionfoundation.com and check it out. Let's talk about the role of the Ascension Foundation, Mychael, in the changes that are on the table for 2012. This is something that you've said yes to in your life. But tell us why this is important for you to create this and move ahead for 2012.
Well, first off, I personally, by myself, am not creating this. I was asked to do this when I was 5 years old, and I went through life's experiences and learning experiences as well, as we all do in life. And I come to a point in my life where it was time for me to come out of my human anger and things like that from experiencing life to create something that, with the help of the masters, that's absolutely beautiful and of the light. The key thing is there are other groups throughout the world that the masters are working with. And I feel really blessed that I have an opportunity to be one of those organizations that can bring out the vibration of light, love, and healing, and then also knowledge to people that are interested. I'm trying to emulate the Shambhala retreat in the Himalayan mountains to some extent. I mean, obviously, we're not going to have the kind of vibration from there because they're, all the ascended masters are there. But it's a beautiful opportunity to have the masters to help us create this center. One is for education, so people can understand certain things that are going on in their life and where that comes from. Healing, education, and experiencing things that are not necessarily out of the norm. For instance, apportations, materializations, and things of that nature. This center, when you come into it, you'll know, because you'll feel it, that there's something special going on. The people that are involved that are helping me, that are helping the masters themselves that are helping us. You can feel that energy and the love, and you probably even won't want to leave. When we're doing events and we have the masters and the angelic realm in there, it's really hard for people to leave. They'll hang out, eat cookies, drink coffee, talk, and it's just it's a buzz, and they're not wanting to leave, which is great because that shows there's success. We're doing something right.
Well, you're doing something right because there is a spiritual meaning behind, the apportation and behind the work that you're doing. Let's talk a little bit about, the spiritual meaning around what the masters have come here through you to share with people for a minute.
Their meaning is basically love. They want us to experience. They would like us to experience. And to have an opportunity to really feel the purest form of the concept and energy of love at its highest level. When you connect to that, nothing else matters. You heal whatever it is that you're working on to heal. There's no concern of whether you feel like you might not be on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the need to have someone else tell you what your right path is. And we teach people to communicate to these beings on their own, and then they can use others' help, like myself, as a confirmation of stuff they already heard. But when you're connected to that love energy, it's undescribable,
mm-hmm.
and it's going to be different for every individual.
Mm-hmm.
It's like finding your truth. It will be different than the person that's standing next to you,
mm-hmm.
you know. And that's what the Ascension Foundation is all about, connecting to love. And in that love, there's healing, knowledge, and all kinds of wonderful things that you just have to see for yourself. You yourself experienced one of these events that we did.
Yeah.
And received a gift.
Yes.
And honestly, you can feel the love and the energy coming from those gifts, which is just an emulation of the masters and also yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, for this, and let's just talk about honestly, when that happened, believe it or not, Benny is not going to believe this, I was speechless. I could say nothing and except just be in the present moment of every breath I was taking and be in that present moment of that breath being love. We're going to take a short break. Mychael Shane joining us here today. For those of you that may want to connect with Ascended Master, we probably could take one call, 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, we're going to be talking about why it's necessary for all of us to receive healing for our issues. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What are we attracting in our life and relationships, and why? And how can we let go of attracting and being attracted to things that may not serve us? Peter Kane has been facilitating deep relationship work for over 30 years. Author of The Monogamy Challenge, Creating and Keeping Intimacy, Peter is passionate about bringing aliveness into your life and relationships. Contact Peter Kane for counseling, coaching, or breathwork. Visit peterkane.org. or contact Peter Kane at 425-802-2050.
What if someone could show you how to tap into vibrant health in 90 minutes? What if someone could have you listening to and following your heart's desires? What if someone could have you feel deep and abiding freedom throughout every cell of your being? What if someone could tap into your inherent abundance easily and effortlessly? Alina Frank is that someone. Alina can help you clear anything that energetically stands in your way from attaining the health, wealth, and freedom you were born to enjoy using EFT tapping. Set yourself free with EFT. Why wait for a miracle when you can tap your power now? Visit www.tapyourpower.net. That's www.tapyourpower.net.
Get ready to feel more alive. Alive with a Deal brings you the truth behind things you experience every day, ways you can heal yourself, and choices that make you feel truly alive. A Deal is a true Renaissance man, a world-renowned yoga master, an attorney, and has degrees in physics, math, hypnotherapy, massage, operatic singing, plus he's an expert in green home building. Alive with a Deal discusses health for your body, from heartache to heartburn, your mind, from judgment to joy, your home, from cooking to color, and your spirit, so you can bring forth your talents hidden deep within. A Deal bravely discusses things most people wouldn't touch, delivered with compassion, integrity, and wit. Alive with a Deal is about your own healing so that you feel more alive. Tune in each Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time on Transformation Talk Radio and Alternative Talk. Feel more alive. Alive with a Deal.
Integrative Dentistry provides a broad range of holistic dental services by using healthy materials, whole body understanding, and quality care. Dr. Mitch Martyr focuses on natural dentistry by combining alternative treatments with conventional procedures. He has done extensive research and continuing studies in a broad range of allied fields, including TMJ and pain treatment, orthodontics, periodontology, mercury removal, toxicology, nutrition, herbal medicine, acupuncture, massage, craniosacral, and homeopathy. Call for an appointment or free consultation at 206-367-6453. That's 206-367-6453. And visit MitchMartyrDDS.com. That's MitchMartyrDDS.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show. For more information about Mychael, go ahead and go to the website, MychaelShane.com, and that's Mychael with a Y, MYCHAEL, Shane.com. Lots of information, especially to set up your private session with Mychael. You'll be able to do that. We also have a toll-free number for you, 1-800-508-6437, 1-800-508-6437. Go ahead and give folks a call, and you'll be able to work that out. Now, I have one free ticket to give away for the March 10th event, The Powers Revealed, and one free 30-minute channeled reading with Mychael. So we have two giveaways right now. First two people to call will get them. One free ticket, March 10th event, so you have to be in the Seattle-Tacoma area, and then The Powers Revealed, and one free 30-minute channeled reading with Mychael. So we have two things to give away, 1-800-930-2819, 1-800-930-2819, and just tell Brian what you want. Do you want the ticket or do you want the reading? The ticket, you have to be here. The reading, you don't. 1-800-930-2819. Mychael, let's get back to the healing conversation. Well, the question I asked was, why is it so necessary or important for people to receive healing for their issues now?
Well, I believe without healing, without resolution, there is no future. Because we tend to repeat ourselves over and over and over.
You're right. There is no future.
Right.
You know what? I'm getting that right up in my face right now.
But to be healed, to heal yourself, is another undescribable circumstance, because you're just, there's this weight that lifts up off of you. It comes out of your heart, out of your emotions, and you really don't know what to do with yourself because you're feeling so good about yourself, and there isn't anything that you cannot accomplish. And I've seen this over and over and over and over again, where someone finally, like the lady earlier today, that has chronic pain, where they wake up one morning and the pain is gone. Imagine what that would be like, okay? And people come and say, well, thank you, Mychael, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, they're not realizing that they're the ones that are actually healing themselves, but facilitating and guiding, and with the help of the masters, there's nothing that cannot be accomplished. So if you ask me about what is important about it, what isn't important about it? I mean, it's just a beautiful, undescribable opportunity to just let it go and just live your life, and then the rest of your life is in the repeat. You know, all bets are off. You can go out and do whatever you want to do and feel good about it, and all that you want to do is to share how you got to where you are, and that's how the healing continues to manifest. It just keeps going and going and going.
Well, you're right about us healing ourselves, but, and this is one of the few times I use a but, wasn't it Master Jesus that talked about the power of when two or more are gathered?
Yes, he did.
Exactly. So, I mean, even though we do heal ourselves, there's something about that convergence of energy, right?
Yes.
When two or more are gathered. Now, take what you do and the Ascended Masters coming through you. That's like a lot of people gathering in support of healing. But the part that we have to do is kind of be open to really healing. You know what I'm saying? I remember a long time ago, Mychael, and this may sound a little weird, but I remember a long time ago, one of the people that I had gone see said, what is it about your illness that is serving you? And originally I got really ticked about that until I really thought about it. You know, until I really thought about, okay, what is it about this that's serving me? And had to get to the place where you actually step in and say, I want to be healed. I want to be well. and then be open to it. I think that's part of what you're talking about when you say we actually do this ourselves, right?
That is part of what I'm talking about, yes.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm not going to drive to your house and pull you out of your living room and take you to my office.
Yeah, right.
You have to come in. And the best way to, if people are interested in doing this, you can go to my website, the MychaelShane.com, and you spell Mychael with a Y, and then give us a call at 800-508-6437 and watch things change. And they will change one way or another. You will not leave that opportunity without some differences that are positive in your life.
Talk about crystal light energy for a minute, the crystal light energy healing, because I remember when we got the earlier call, and I think it was from Sue, where you talked about flames and you talked about these other things. Let's take a moment to just chat about that. I know we didn't get to everything today, but I think these are really important to talk about.
Well, I do teach classes on this stuff, too, so about the flames and the colors and the energies and the masters that are attached to them. Crystal light energy healing is a very beautiful modality. Master Buddha taught me to take a modality of healing called massage and add to it, make it into something more. And what you do is you take essential oils that the masters have worked on with certain energies and vibrations, and you can actually feel it when they're put on your body. Adding crystals, which is minerals, to the earth, and using Tibetan bowls to loosen up energies that needs to be loosened up, and I call that residue. And then I use my hands, and the energies through my hands with my guides and master teachers will direct these energy colors that I was talking about prior through the body of the individual. But it's not just on that three-dimensional level. It goes all the way down into the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, seventh levels of existence. Pulling out these pieces of residue that have just been lingering there that's preventing people from positive flow of their cellular memories, of their experience of life. And once you receive the connection and it goes up and out into the violet flame where it's transmuted into positive energy, it's just undescribable.
You know, this is kind of, we started out by talking about your trip to Hawaii. And we welcome you back here to the mainland later on this month, and especially for the opening. Talk a little bit about the March 3rd opening. How important is that for you? That is a dream come true, isn't it?
It is. I've been waiting, my whole life for this, and it's just I have no words other than thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
This is an event where we're actually going to be practicing one of the things that we're preaching, and that is all the different modalities and organizations working together. We're going to have people coming over there that's going to be showing what they do from other organizations around the area, from a place called Camp Edgewood to Vashon Island, where there's a Vashon Intuitive Arts, a beautiful place. They're on one of the main highways over there, and I went in there, and it was just buzzing with wonderful energies and vibrations, partly because of the intentions of the individuals that have created it with the help of their guides and master teachers. And we're all going to come together in one spot, showing love and light and healing and information to one another and to those that come. And we're going to be doing workshops as well, and teaching of some healing modalities. And there's all kinds of wonderful talks that we're going to be doing. I'm going to bring up something about indigo children, and we're going to be talking about them and helping. We're in the process of looking to create an indigo school where kids can come in that are indigo children and learn who they are, where they came from, and why they're here, and why they just don't seem to fit in this world that they're in today. And you give them that information, then they'll go out and they'll if I should be so bold as to say, fix it.
Love it. Mychael Shane, everyone. Thank you, Mychael, so much. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on. Please check it out. Go to www.mychaelshane.com, and that's Mychael with a Y, Mychael. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Brian. Thank you to all of you that tuned us in, turn us on. We'll see you next time on the show. Transformation Talk Radio, a higher consciousness perspective. The hosts on Transformation Talk Radio offer a positive and new paradigm shift, a new vision for a collective future. They are empowering and helping all of us experience a powerful wave of personal shifts and cultural change as we break through to even greater levels of awareness. Take down our toll-free number, 1-800-930-2819. Call in, connect, make sure you tap into some of the world's most empowering psychics, healers, and more. Get an on-air reading with the best. Tune in, TransformationTalkRadio.com. Hey, everybody, we'll see you there.
Transformation Talk Radio. Transformation Talk Radio.
TransformationTalkRadio.com. Transforming the world one listener at a time. Transformation Talk Radio is designed to attract people like you and like me. Millions of people across the globe are looking to up-level their lives. If you have a message and want to take it out on Transformation Talk Radio, make sure you give us a call, 1-800-930-2819, or send an email to host@transformationtalkradio.com and get ready to host your own show on one of the fastest growing transformative networks in the world. Transformation Talk Radio. Hey everyone, you're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. Don't touch that dial. We'll be beginning a brand new show at the top of the hour with one of our amazing hosts. Transformation Talk Radio. Talk radio to change the world. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. Our hosts are setting a new standard for a fresh kind of talk radio, creating conversations that are transforming the world, one listener at a time. Transformation Talk Radio's mission is to broadcast a distinct blend of live talk radio interviews with a mix of uplifting and intelligent news, educational and practical information. Topics range from personal development to critical issues relevant to a rapidly changing world. Stay tuned. Transformation Talk Radio starts at the top of every hour.